Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. TTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and they weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So, salute to everybody that's tapped in. Press 1 if you guys can hear this video. Appreciate all y'all that's in the building. Like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. Hopefully everybody's doing great tonight. Again, if y'all can hear me, press 1. If you guys can hear me in the comments, press 1. And we'll get right to this video. I'll let y'all know what's going on. I'll let y'all know what's going on. Y'all can hear me? All right. Hold on 1 second, you guys. All right. I'll let y'all tap on in. Come on in here. Now let's get into this video. So I was just hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Yeah, I think y'all can hear me. I definitely think y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Oh yeah, shout out to Michelle Walker, America's Team, Denise Hardy, and Mackenzie Mayweather. All for the donations to the Cash App. Salute to all of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Look, let's get into this video, man. Jay-Z, man, just got some more bad news, y'all. Now, basically what's going on is this, man. According to the reports, Beyonce's sister Solange is deeply concerned for Beyonce as she continues to support Jay-Z amidst this situation that's going on with Jay-Z. And I'm going to let y'all know exactly what this article says. Now, according to reports, this article says Beyonce's sister Solange knows, and I'm reading directly from this article out of the UK's Daily Mail, and I'll put a link in the comment section. You understand what I'm saying? In the top of the comments after this video is over, so y'all can read the article yourselves. It says Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles is deeply concerned about how the music icon's career and well-being will be impacted by the ongoing backlash from Jay-Z's shocking allegations that have came out. Jay-Z's real name, who is Sean Carter, is currently locked in a legal fight against a woman who accused him of sexually assaulting her at years old. DailyMail.com previously revealed that while Beyonce, who's 43 years old, has been left upset and concerned by the fact the case has yet to be thrown out of court, she has chosen to stick by her husband amid the recent accusations being made against him. Now, a source that's close to Solange, who is now 38 years old, has exclusively revealed that Solange has been left fearing that, end quote, there could be no coming back if Beyonce continues to support the father of her 3 children. In fact, The insider is claiming that Solange had long been vocal about her distaste for Jay-Z after he was caught being unfaithful to his wife. In quote, Solange told Beyonce she warned her a decade ago and she wouldn't listen, the source confided to dailymail.com. The article goes on to say that back in 2014, footage emerged of Solange attacking Jay-Z in an elevator in what remains one of the most shocking celebrity fights ever caught on camera. CCTV video, brought at the time by TMZ for a reported $250,000, shows Beyonce along with her sister and Jay-Z piling into an elevator as they leave a Met Gala after party at the Standard Highline Hotel in Manhattan. But before the doors had even fully closed, Solange jabbed her finger towards Jay-Z and appeared to start shouting angrily before throwing herself towards him, hitting and kicking the rapper. The large security guard eventually managed to restrain Solange and pull her off Jay-Z, but was unable to stop her, furiously kicking out at the rap star. At no obvious moment in the 58-second assault does Jay-Z retaliate, only grabbing Solange's foot at one point in an apparent attempt to stop her kicking. Now, let me say something about that. First of all, that was totally foul by Solange. I don't care what happened. Man didn't put no hands on you. You understand what I'm saying? I did not like that at all. I thought that men and women should keep their hands to themselves. And I don't like nobody that celebrate no domestic violence. I don't celebrate that. And I don't think that was right. I think that was totally wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to always stand on that. Should no woman be putting their hands on no man? Should no man be putting their hands on no woman? Simple as that. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. And that's how I feel on that. I don't feel like, hey, it's right one way and it's not right the other way. Nah, it's wrong both ways. And two wrongs definitely don't make it right. You understand what I'm saying? So that video, as they talk about that in this article, that wasn't right what she did. You know, and in that video, Jay-Z handled that the right way, because I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to be very honest and very clear about this. If that was Jay-Z in reverse, Jay-Z's career would have been over with that night. See, I'm going to tell y'all how this is a double standard right here. Let me say this again. If that was Jay-Z, if that was in reverse and Jay-Z was doing her like that, his career would have been over with. He'd have been canceled. He'd probably be in prison somewhere. The fact that she wasn't put in prison or in jail, the fact she wasn't locked up, and that is on tape like that, that is amazing, in my opinion, right? And this is the reason why, and I'm going to say this again. To me, family members should never get involved in somebody's relationship. I never want family members involved in my relationship, because once family members start getting involved, you never want family members to be able to influence your relationship with somebody. When you get older, when you get of a certain age, you should be able to make your own decisions from what you learned in life from your parents. They should be able to trust you at that time to make the right decisions. Now, if you can't make the right decisions, that's on you. But I still am not in, because a lot of people live like that today, where they have mamas, daddies, sisters, brothers controlling their relationship. And that's not right. I totally disagree with that. And the fact that Solange did that, you understand? I don't think that it's right that she did that. And I think she was out of pocket. And I don't think she should have did no shit like that, because that ain't right. Especially when your sister standing by the man. Let me repeat myself again. Your sister is standing by Jay-Z. So, but you going to hit Jay-Z. How you going to hit him if your sister ain't hitting him? Your sister's not hitting him. Your sister is standing by him, right? Jay-Z admitted he cheated on her. She went back to him. There ain't nothing else you can do about that. You got to let your sister live her life. Solange was out of pocket for that. Out of pocket. And Beyonce was out of pocket for letting her sister do that to her man. Because I'm going to tell you something. Shouldn't no woman let her sister abuse her man like that. It shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. Because the first time, if somebody did something to somebody, I'm telling y'all this right now. If that was Jay-Z hitting her, everybody on this channel would have been saying, cancel Jay-Z, he out of here. Y'all would have been demanding he'd been put in prison and all kind of stuff. Nobody did that to Solange. They mostly cheered Solange. Now think about the hypocrisy in that. They cheered Solange, right? I want y'all to think about the hypocrisy in that. And this is the psychological reason why a lot of fellas, they don't have a lot of feelings when it comes to situations and allegations like this. Because it be situations like that that don't get dealt with the same energy. Case in point, Ray Rice tape. How did everybody treat Ray Rice after they saw that tape? How did all the ladies treat Ray Rice? They were demanding this dude be locked up and put in prison. When that videotape came out of him hitting that girl in that elevator, they were demanding it, right? I didn't hear anybody demanding Solange be put in prison or locked up after that video came out against Jay-Z, and that was disappointing. Because yes, I know Beyonce's your sister, but damn it, if she gonna stand beside the man, how the hell you gonna hit the man and she standing beside him? Period. Denise, know your role and shut your mouth when you in my channel. You shut your mouth, okay? Respect what we talking about, lady. This is called Ticket TV, not Denise World. Sorry. Not going on around here, baby. We're gonna have some respect around here on both sides. If you can't do that, gotta go. Because I don't come in here disrespecting you. I come in here disrespecting trolls that come in here disrespecting me. But I'm going to call it right down the line and tell you how it is. And like I said before, should no man be putting their hand on no woman? And should no woman be putting their hand on no man? Simple as that. That's how y'all keep all these situations to a minimum. That's how you prevent domestic violence and all this other stuff that goes on. And I never liked that double standard because, again, and I said that the day that happened, I said there ain't no way in the world that they celebrated her hitting Jay-Z like that. And then people was guessing, oh, well, Jay-Z probably did something before. No, you haven't seen that on video. So for people to say that, that's unbelievable to me. But the way that woman hit that man, like I said before, out of pocket. But let's go on with the article. So it says, at no obvious moment in the 58-second assault does Jay-Z retaliate, only grabbing Solange's foot at one point in an apparent attempt to stop her kicking. It says, now, despite the family rift that followed the notorious elevator incident and the fact that all three parties then called a truce, Solange is said to be deeply concerned for not only Beyonce's well-being, but for her career too. The insider claimed that she believes if Jay-Z is brought down, it will affect Beyonce on so many levels that there could be no coming back if she continues to support him. The source noted that Beyonce is putting on a strong, united front with Jay-Z, but she's getting immense pressure from Solange, who's telling her, I told you so. DailyMail.com has contacted reps for Solange for comment, right? After several attempts through Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, to quash the case or force the woman to publicly be identified, Judge Annalisa Torres sided with his accuser last week, granting the woman anonymity for the next stage of proceedings. Spiro has since said that the sexual assault case filed against Jay-Z earlier this month should be dismissed due to a number of issues linked to a combination of technicalities, expired deadlines, and the locations involved. Spiro said Tony Buzbee, who is representing the Alabama woman who says she was assaulted by Jay-Z and Diddy, glossed over critical details and nullified the case. TMZ reported Monday after reviewing legal documents. Jay-Z's accuser, who identified herself as Jane Doe in court documents, also said she was assaulted by Jay-Z and Combs at the MTV Music Awards after party in September 2000, right? And so basically, this article, right, is saying as well that last week, a source explained that Beyonce is heartbroken, that his accusers claims to have been at the similar age as their daughter, Blue Ivy, but she 1,000% believes Jay-Z's denials. Beyonce is upset and concerned about the allegations brought on her husband, the insider began. She 1,000% believes Jay-Z, but it is very stressful to deal with, not only because everything is such in the public eye, but as a mother of a daughter at the similar age to the accuser at the time is heartbreaking. Beyonce, who has been blessed with a life where she usually has control of her own narrative, now has to deal with this. And there isn't anything she can do except to support her man and be there for each other as the legal side of things go through its motions. The insider added that the Blackbird singer has accepted that there isn't much she can do to help her now. Husband is how he's seen by the world. So they continue. It is a struggle to deal with, and for her to try to think on ways to help the situation is tiring, especially when she can only literally do a certain amount of things that may sway the public perception. She will be by Jay's side throughout, and she is starting to accept that that is all she can really do. They noted that the star is keen to get back to her normal life as soon as possible, stating she is praying this will be over soon and isn't dragged out. Everyone wants to get back to their life and everyone wants to be happy. The one positive that could come from this is that there'll be a stronger family afterward, because right now it's a black eye on otherwise a wonderful life. So Solange, basically, for you guys, a lack of better words, according to this report, has told Beyonce more than less, I told you so, about Jay-Z. And Solange wants, you know, she basically is off Jay-Z, according to this report. This report says that the source close to Solange said that, you know, she fears there's no coming back for Beyonce if she keeps standing by Jay-Z and supporting him. Also, she claims that, you know, Solange had long been vocal with Beyonce about her distaste for Jay-Z after he was caught being unfaithful to her. You guys remember that whole incident where Jay-Z admitted cheating on Beyonce? Beyonce went out, did the song, the Lemonade song, all that other stuff. They went through, they break up, then they end up getting back together. It says Solange told Beyonce she warned her a decade ago and she wouldn't listen, according to the source who confided to dailymail.com, right? It goes on to say, right? Yeah, man. So look, here's my thoughts, right? I'm gonna say this again. First of all, I don't think that family should get involved in an individual grown adult's relationship. That's my personal thoughts. Her sister can have her feelings. She can feel how she want to feel. She has a right to that. But I don't feel like she should get involved in that. I listen, I don't think family, you know, should do that. I don't think family should do that. I'm just being honest with y'all, man. I do not believe that family should do that. I think that because once you let family get involved, it is absolute trouble, bro. Absolute trouble, bro. And listen, if Beyonce has her sister in her ear, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something right here, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Solange is truly pushing Beyonce to get away from Jay-Z, Tony Buzbee has only dropped one allegation. Jay-Z's lawyer says in his first writing that Tony Buzbee planned on bringing multiple allegations against Jay-Z. Well, if it's just one allegation so far, what is going to happen? Because this is what I think is going on. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I personally think is going on right here with Tony Buzbee in this case. I think that Tony Buzbee, right? I truly believe that Tony Buzbee is waiting to let this first allegation burn and get through the courts, right? Let me repeat myself again. I believe Tony Buzbee is waiting to let this thing burn and get this first allegation through the courts. You know, get a court date and get this thing rolling. He's already won the first stage of not getting this case thrown out. So Tony Buzbee has emphatically won that first stage, and a lot of people didn't think he was going to do that. They thought he was done after, Jay-Z's lawyer went up there and talked about inconsistencies and things like that in the girl's story, even though the girl stuck by the core part of her story. But Tony Buzbee, he won that part, right? I believe if Tony Buzbee gets this, and when he gets this through to court and they get a court date, I believe Tony Buzbee's going to make it rain. Let me repeat myself again. I believe that Tony Buzbee is going to make it rain. And what do I mean by that? Tony Buzbee said something in his writing the other day. He said something in his writing the other day that everybody should have seen. And in fact, I think I should put that on the screen to give everybody in this chat room full context of what he said, because it's not just saying it, it's reading what he wrote. And sometimes you have to read in between the lines of what a person writes to understand what they're trying to say. This is what you call studying to show thyself approval. You understand what I'm saying? You study to show yourself approval. This is why you study, right? Now, let me see if I can put this line on the screen right now, because I want everybody in here to read this right here, what Tony Buzbee wrote. And what Tony Buzbee wrote here is so important. What he wrote, it was so important what Tony Buzbee wrote, right? And I want you guys to see this right here. What I felt like what he wrote was, bro, Tony Buzbee, apparently, he is basically saying what I was saying to y'all. He ain't even showed his evidence yet, because he mentioned that in his writing. I'm going to show y'all this right here on this paper right here, right? I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to show y'all so y'all know exactly where this writing came from. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all exactly where this writing came from. And so we're going to get to this right here, right? Okay. So let me go ahead and put this right here on the screen for everybody. I want everybody to see this on the screen as I put this on the screen for you guys. Let me come in here and put this on the screen right here. And I want y'all to read this, because I blew it up. I blew this part up so you guys could read this part with me. So I'm going to put it in two parts on the screen. So I'm going to put it so you can see the whole page right up where I had the write up at. And I want y'all to see the other part, what I'm talking about. This is what I think Tony Buzbee is going to do. I'm telling everybody this right now, because this is what I truly believe that Tony Buzbee has up his sleeve. And I believe he has something that he is working on right now. Now, let me start with this right here. That right there, as you guys can see on your screen, that right there is the big part of that page. That is the second page of the writing Tony Buzbee just did, right? So I want everybody to see that. Y'all can see the date at the top of the screen. It came out yesterday, right? And I want everybody to see, just so y'all can see the date. Now, what I did is I blew up the last part, the very last paragraph. So I want everybody to look at the last paragraph on this page, because that last paragraph is very important in what Tony Buzbee countered Jay-Z's lawyer with. Now, remember, the judge told Jay-Z's lawyer, stop making these writings and filings. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your client in court. Well, Jay-Z's lawyer came out and still did another one, right? So Tony Buzbee came out and clapped back at that. But the last line is what nobody has been paying attention to, which I told y'all you should pay attention to. Now read that last line, because I told y'all, and y'all don't want to listen. Tony Buzbee says, finally, the defendant, meaning Jay-Z, intends to seek dismissal on the grounds that the conduct alleged in the FAC could not have occurred in New York City based on the plaintiff's description of the residence in question combined with public records, confirms that in any such residence was located outside of New York City, end quote. Now read the next line, because this is the most important, and I want to educate everybody in here when y'all read paperwork to know how to read paperwork. Now read this next line right here. Tony Buzbee let y'all know something right here. He says, as Jay-Z, the defendant, seeks to rely on evidence outside. Let's read this again, because this is the part which y'all got to understand. Once again, everybody, the part everybody missed, and this is why I told y'all Tony Buzbee is a good god daggone lawyer. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Tony Buzbee has not went to court yet. We have not had a court date. We have not had a court date. So everything that was said in the interview is outside of court proceedings. It's not inside of the court proceedings. So read what Tony Buzbee writes. He wrote, as the defendant, Jay-Z, who's the defendant, seeks to rely on evidence outside of the pleadings, which would transform a motion to dismiss to one for summary judgment, and as, read this next line. This next line is going to do it right here. And as discovery, it not yet underway. What is discovery? He's saying the evidence that we have, the discovery in this case, hasn't even gone underway yet. So what Tony Buzbee is saying is the evidence we have hasn't even gone underway. Right? Right? Let me read that line again to y'all. Because everybody missed that last line. And this is why you read paperwork. Again, it says, as defendant seeks to rely on evidence outside of the pleadings. Outside of the pleadings. Now read this now. Which would transform a motion to dismiss to one for summary judgment, and as discovery is not yet underway. Discovery haven't even started in the case. That means the evidence, the discovery of what the evidence is, has not even been presented. So how can Jay-Z and Jay-Z's lawyers talk about something when we haven't even presented the evidence to even be put into discovery? Now look at this now, right? So now listen to this, right? It says, transform a motion to dismiss to one for summary judgment as its discovery is not yet underway. It is respectfully submitted that the defendant Jay-Z's proposed motion is procedurally improper and should be denied. Tony Buzbee gonna win off that. And then he put the case up there that you can reference. Shi Ming Shin versus A Taste of Mayo, Inc., 2021. And then guess what he did to ether they ass? He put the case from New York. SDNY, baby, 2021. Tony Buzbee is out here kicking ass and taking names. And I'm telling you something. Tony Buzbee used it in the court. And I can get even deeper on the ether on this shit that Tony Buzbee did, because he put more ether in this little 2-page letter. He ethered every single point that Jay-Z's lawyer brought up. He said all those things that Jay-Z's lawyers brought up were old. Those are on. They've had cases that's in New York now that have shot that shit down that Jay-Z's lawyers talking about, is what Tony Buzbee said. See what I'm saying? Now I want y'all to think about this now. Think about this. Tony Buzbee referenced. Now look at this again. Look how he ethered this shit real quick. He said, finally, the defendant, every time he says defendant, he's talking about Jay-Z. Finally, Jay-Z intends to seek dismissal on the grounds that the conduct alleged in the FAC could not have occurred in New York City. And this is what Jay-Z's lawyer said. Because it's based off the plaintiff's description of the residence in question combined with public records confirms that any such residence was located outside of New York City, end quote. That's what Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, said, right? Well, Tony Buzbee uses that against him. Easy work. A caveman can do this. He says, as the defendant seeks to rely on evidence outside of the pleadings, meaning he's bringing up shit that we ain't even talked about. It's not even in the plea. It's not even in the paperwork. It's not even in the paperwork. And he says, and as discovery is not yet underway. So they haven't even had discovery yet to see what the evidence Tony Buzbee has. Which lets y'all know that Tony Buzbee has evidence, because why would he put discovery if he didn't have no evidence? Tony Buzbee is not coming around here playing with Jay-Z and he ain't got no evidence. Peep what he wrote in the lines. Sometimes you guys got to read the paperwork, man. Read the paperwork, right? This is why the judge When they come back tomorrow, she's gonna shoot the Alex Spiro shit down, in my opinion. And not only that, she's probably gonna talk crazy to him again. And it's gonna hurt, in my opinion, it might hurt Jay-Z. Because she told this man to stop doing this type of stuff. He kept doing it. And Tony Buzbee shot it down. Look what he said, y'all. He said it is respectfully submitted that Jay-Z's proposed motion is procedurally improper and should be denied. C, this is the ether right here too. C, Xing Ming Shin versus A Taste of Mao, Inc., 2021, and what court, y'all? The NY courts. He even used the New York court. He even used a New York court case to reference what he talking about. He says, in light of the foregoing, the plaintiff respectfully requests that the court to deny Jay-Z's request to file a motion to dismiss. Sincerely, Anthony G. Buzbee. Right? And this is why I break down the paperwork. And I haven't even, matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go full cook mode right now. Right? I'm going to go full cook mode right now, right? Full cook mode. Let's go into full cook mode, right? So since we're gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it. Cause see, this is what happens when it's ether right here, right? You can't stop ether. Ether is what make your soul burn slow. You can't stop this. You cannot stop ether. And what Tony Buzbee's doing, this is ether part 2. No doubt about it. This is ether part 2. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is for keeps. This is for keeps because I read the paperwork. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now look at this part right here. I'm finna show y'all right here. I'm finna blow this up on the screen. I'm finna show y'all the full max level ether Tony Buzbee dropped on these dudes. I'm finna show y'all the full max level ether Tony Buzbee dropped. Because this is exactly what this was. This was max level ether. Now, that was the last paragraph I showed y'all right there. Remember that now. Because that's going to be very important that y'all remember that. That's the last paragraph I showed y'all. Go back and look at this paper right here. That's the last paragraph of the second page, right? Last paragraph of the second page, y'all. Right? So now, let's get to this. Let's get to this, y'all. Let's get to this. Right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all this. Now let's look at the other page, right? Because this one is the one that's very important right here. And this is why I tell everybody, bro, if y'all not reading the paperwork, bro, it ain't too much you really want to say. Because if you're not reading the paperwork, you ain't doing your homework. You can't just say stuff and you're not reading the filings and reading the paperwork, bro. All of the devil's in the details. Period. All of this stuff right here is in the details. This is maximum level ether right here. So I'm going to show y'all this. And he addressed every single point that Jay-Z's lawyer tried to bring up. Right? Every single point. Now let's get to this. That was the first page right there. That was the first page right there. Now read this because I'm going to blow it up for y'all. Because I need y'all to see this. Everybody's why I need y'all to see this. So y'all see right there where it starts with Your Honor, first paragraph. Let's blow it up. Right there. So I blew it up for y'all, right? Now look at Tony Buzbee, how he comes out on this. Your Honor, I write on behalf of the plaintiff Jane Doe in response to defendant Sean Carter's letter dated December the 30th, 2024, pursuant to which defendant requests to leave to file a motion pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 12B-6 to dismiss the plaintiff's first amended complaint, right? Now check this out, y'all. Defendant, meaning Jay-Z. Every time it says defendant, I'm going to say Jay-Z because that's what he's talking about. Jay-Z states his intention to move for dismissal on grounds that Doe cannot pursue her claim under New York City Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act, NYC Administration Code 10-1101, right? Because in the Gender Motivation or the Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act is the GMVA, so y'all know, right? Because the GMVA quote unquote, this is what Jay-Z's lawyer said, right? Does not have a retroactive effect, end quote, right? And this is where Tony Buzbee comes back with the ether. However, neither the Second Circuit nor the New York Court of Appeals has endorsed this reading of the GMVA. In support of his argument, Jay-Z cites a trial court order decided on an unopposed record, which is merely persuasive authority. Look at what he does. Tony Buzbee, this is max level ether, y'all. Look at what he did. Every case he's referring, he's putting that shit in the New York court systems. He's not using no cases outside of New York. So look what he put right there. So he says, let's read that line again. In support of his argument, Jay-Z cites a trial court order decided on an unopposed record, which is merely persuasive authority. See Lewis versus Neanderhofer, 2023, WL 877015 at SDNY. That's in the New York court system on December the 19th, 2023. He's referencing cases that easily ether all of Jay-Z's points that were ruled and presided in New York. Now let's keep going. He also put Adams versus Jack Jenkins, 2005, NY Supreme Court, April 22, 2005. Tony Buzbee came with his homework, nigga. Plaintiff failing to address GMVA retroactivity issue. This is why he gonna destroy Jay-Z and his lawyer. I'm telling y'all this. I'm watching it. I'm telling y'all this beforehand. When it happens, just come back and say, Ticket, you a genius. You saw this shit in the paperwork because you read the paperwork. You weren't just around here saying dumb shit on YouTube. Defendant's argument as to the GMVA is unpersuasive, as it is contrary to the law's primary intention. Look at this now. Tony Buzbee says Jay-Z's argument as to the Gender Motivated Victims Act is unpersuasive, as it is contrary to the law's primary intention to make it easier for victims of gender motivated violence to seek civil remedies in court, not as defendant would have it make it harder. Also, Tony Buzbee wrote, New York City. This is gumbo right here, bro. New York City passed the GMVA in light of the void left by the Supreme Court's decision. Look at this. He's using all these NY cases in United States versus Morrison, NYC Admin Code 8902. Read what he wrote. Morrison struck down the federal right of action for victims of gender-motivated violence under the Violence Against Women Act, VAWA, right? Holding that Congress lacked the authority under the Commerce Clause or the 14th Amendment to pass such a remedy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. He goes on to say, Tony Buzbee, he says the Supreme Court, however, urged local governments to provide a remedy to women like Mrs. Morrison, who had been brutally sexually assaulted, as no civilized system of justice, he put quotes on this, no civilized system of justice could fail to provide her a remedy, end quote. ID, and he says New York City rallied to that call and passed the GMVA. This is absolute ether. This is absolute ether. He used the own New York case and showed how this woman's situation caused them to create the GMVA. And I told you guys. And then look at this. This nigga using all New York cases. Cadiz Jones versus Zambretti, 2002. Look at it. Look at it. Supreme Court, New York. April 9th, 2022. He's using all New York references to cook these niggas. 3 the hard way. Legislative history of the GMVA shows the council intended to fill the void left by Morrison. So he's saying that the Morrison case is what caused them to come up with this GMVA, right? And they did that in New York City to protect these women, right? Is what Tony Buzbee's using the law and what they did in New York against Jay-Z. He says the city council recognized that the and he's putting quotes in here from what they said during that trial. The city council, let me say this. It's like Tony Buzbee knew every move Jay-Z was going to make on the chessboard. This nigga was ready for every move. There's no way possible, bro. Tony Buzbee know the goddamn law. Because he pulled all this shit up like this. There's no way possible. This man been playing chess the whole time. It's like he knew every move Jay-Z was going to play. It's like he studied his style and he knew every move Spiro was coming with. And he just said, whoop. I won you. Yes, sir. I king you right here. Yes, sir. Clearing the chessboard on their ass. Read this now. He said the city council recognized, quote unquote, gender-motivated violence is widespread throughout the United States, end quote. And that, quote, 3 out of 4 women will be the victim of a violent crime sometimes during their lives. Quote, New York City Admin Code 8902. The council also concluded, quote, that the victims of gender-motivated violence frequently face a climate of condescension, indifference, and hostility in the court system, end quote. But he keeps cooking, y'all. He don't stop cooking. He goes on to say, the council sought, therefore, to create a private right of action for victims of gender-motivated violence, quote unquote, to resolve the difficulty that victims face in seeking court remedies by providing an officially sanctioned and legitimate cause of action for seeking redress for injuries resulting from gender-motivated violence. Read that line again. The devil's in the god-dag-on details, man. This nigga is cooking. Let me tell y'all why. This is one of them old-fashioned court cases. Let me tell y'all why. Remember in the writing, Tony Buzbee, the girl alleged that she hurt her head in that incident. Remember she alleged that in the incident that she suffered a head injury. I think she alleged something like she had her head on the wall, something like that. I ain't gonna quote her exactly, but I know she had in the writing that she allegedly suffered an injury during this alleged incident. Again, Jay-Z's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. He's innocent. But look what Tony Buzbee did. Tony Buzbee came and says, no, read this one time. Read this one more time. The council sought, therefore, when they made this rule to help this one lady who had this case, Morrison versus the United States, it says that the council sought, therefore, to create a private right of action for victims of gender-motivated violence to resolve the difficulty that victims face in seeking court remedies, right? Meaning getting your case through court because of how powerful people can be, how hard it can be to get their cases through court, by providing an officially sanctioned a legitimate cause of action for seeking redress for injuries resulting from gender-motivated violence. NYC Administration Code 8902. This man is cooking. 3 the hard way. He put the code up there right from New York. He's using all the New York litigation using against him. This is a Texas lawyer doing this shit. You cannot draw this shit up even better. This is a Texas lawyer doing this. This is almost reminds me of Oregon. Oregon running around here undefeated. Oregon college football team kicking everybody's ass throughout the season. Remember they was talking all that trash to Deion Sanders last year, laughing at and the boo boo. We kicked your ass. They thought they was gonna win a national championship this year. They running through everybody. They ran up there, and them Ohio boys that got their ass ran up out of town tonight. The Oregon Ducks got their ass sent home, cooked 3 the hard way, undefeated season over with, nigga. No national championship. They got that shit shut down. They ran up on the wrong one. It's always one. It's always one. You might can beat every. It's always one that can get you. It's always one. And I think Tony Buzbee, he may be that one. Read what he wrote, y'all. Read what he wrote. And quote, it is fundamental that in interpreting a statute, the court should attempt to effectuate the intent of the legislator. See Cadiz versus Jones, right? 2002 at, I ain't even read the number, read this right here. Holding based on statutory text and history that the GMVA was intended to apply retroactively. The council intended the GMVA to make it easier for victims of gender-motivated violence to seek court remedies, and it intended the same when it passed the 2022 amendment to the law. See City Council HRG testimony, November the 29th, 2021, at 41. Testimony in support of Act's passage describing sexual abuse in 1993. HRG TR, November 29th, 2021, at 129 through 30, and quote, in summary, there is no timeline. This is goddamn ether. This is ether. Read the quote. Read the last line. That's official. Read the last line. In summary, there is no timeline on processing trauma. End quote. You know what that means? He smoked Jay-Z's lawyer. Jay-Z's lawyer said, oh, there's a timeline. No. Because in your case in New York, they've already ruled it that in summary, there's no timeline on processing trauma. And these boys thought that Tony Buzbee was out here just talking shit. Boy, I try to tell y'all this. Bob Garay said, stop screaming, fangirl. Nah, I'm a fan of the truth, Janet Jackass. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't like the truth, you know you can get on your knees, boy. You understand what I'm saying? You can get on your knees, boy. See, a lot of you niggas want to run from the truth. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas, you want this. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say that for the podcast. See what I'm saying? Cause I see right now. You feel me? I see right now, man. You know what I mean? See, cause let me tell you something. If you ain't living that bullshit, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Right? I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. If I got a nigga running around here saying he my son, nigga, give me a cup, nigga, I'll go pee in that shit tomorrow, nigga. I ain't ducking that smoke. If I got a dude around here that's saying that he my son, nigga, I ain't ducking that smoke, nigga. I'm gonna go pee in the cup, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna go drink a whole gallon of water, then go pee in the cup. See what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna get into all this other stuff. See, that's the type of foolishness y'all, like I said before, man, right? Similarly, Jay-Z also intends to seek dismissal on the grounds that any viable GMV law claim is time barred under New York's Blanks Victims Act, which preempts plaintiff's GMV law claim. End quote. Right? Watch how Tony Buzbee smoked their ass. Now, see, y'all can get mad at me, but nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, because I'm gonna tell the goddamn truth. Because when I walk in truth, you understand what I'm saying? I'm always protected, motherfucker. And excuse my language. Sometimes you got to get down and dirty with these hoes. Period. Read the next line. And mom and daddy, if you're listening, I apologize. I had to say it. They deserve it. However, let's read this one more time. Let's read this one more time. I get surgical with y'all right now. Let's read this one more time. Similarly, Jay-Z also intends to seek dismissal on the grounds that, quote, any viable GMV law claim is time barred under New York's Blanks Victim Act, CVA, which preempts the plaintiffs, meaning Tony Buzbee's clients, GMV law claim. Let me explain that to y'all real quick. GMV law claim. Jay-Z and them trying to say, nah, the time has ran out. You know what I'm saying? That is, you know what I'm saying? Nah, no. Because they said it was time barred, right? Under the New York Blanks Victims Act, which preempts the plaintiff's GMV law claim, is what Jay-Z lawyers are saying. However, read what Tony Buzbee did. However, this court, not no court somewhere else in Texas, not no court in Alabama, not no court in Las Vegas, but a court right here in this court in New York City. However, in this court, Doe versus Gooding, this is absolute cooking, found that, quote, local anti-discrimination laws are generally not preempted by state law in New York. Read that one more time. However, in this court, in Doe versus Gooding, found that, quote unquote, local anti-discrimination laws are generally not preempted by state law in New York. 2022, U.S. District, Lexus 68607 at 6, SDNY, April the 13th, 2022. Moreover, in Doe versus Black, this court rejected the very same argument Jay-Z makes here. Let me repeat that one more time. Moreover, he shows a different case in Doe versus Black. This court rejected the very same argument Jay-Z makes here. 2024 U.S. District, Lexus 175929 SDNY, September the 27th, 2024. Chest in the line of fire with that thin ass vest. You bringing them boys to men. How them boys supposed to win? This is grown man B.I. And y'all said Tony Buzbee was what? Y'all said Tony Buzbee was what? Man, nigga, stop playing and read the paperwork, nigga. Stop playing and read the paperwork, nigga. Stop playing and read the paperwork, man. That's why I always told y'all, you always study your opponents. You always study. So when I seen that Tony Buzbee was coming after Diddy and them guys, you know what I did, y'all? I studied Tony Buzbee. I had heard of Tony Buzbee already because of the case he did in the NFL and with the Travis, thing. The Travis Scott thing, the Astro World. So I already heard about Tony Buzbee because I knew he was the lawyer over those cases. But I really didn't know that much about him. So I had to study. I had to study Tony Buzbee just to find out. And when I studied it, I said, yo, this dude is a real deal. This ain't no little penny ante ass lawyer right here. This dude down there in Texas doing work. It's just that he had, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Here's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Tony Buzbee, let me tell y'all what's gonna happen right here. Right? Now he brings forth cases, right? I'm not sure if he defends cases, right? He does defend cases, excuse me. He does defend because he defended the and won. He defended that government, he defended that official and won. Right? So he defends cases too. I'm finna tell y'all this right now. Tony Buzbee cooks up one, he wins this case big, his number goes in every celebrity phone in the world, in the United States of America. They're all going to want Tony Buzbee. He cleaned this shit up. Because I'm going to tell y'all why. Because now, this is the biggest test. And I'm going to tell y'all why he took this test. Because this is the big one. This is the career-defining one for Tony Buzbee. This is Tony Buzbee. This is him in the NBA Finals right now. This is him in the NBA Finals. And I just know there ain't no way this man was going to jeopardize everything and come in here and not be ready to play this game. That's why I always tell y'all, anybody that play basketball, anybody that play sports, you always, just one rule, you never underestimate your opponent. I don't care who you playing against. That's the quickest way to get beat. When I seen Jay-Z come out here talking about this man was in a cheap suit and stuff, man, you underestimated him already. Y'all don't underestimate the dude, call the dude all kind of names. Y'all ain't even study the dude's history. That's the quickest way to get beat. The quickest way to get beat. That's why I always told you have to study your opponent, man. And that's exactly what he did with Jay-Z's lawyers and them. He studied, I know he studied Alex Spiro and them. That's why he held those names back. He wasn't stupid. He didn't just jump in. He went and did his homework. He know Alex Spiro a dog up there in that courtroom. He know he coming with it. So he know he got to bring his game. It seemed like everything Spiro do, he ready for an encounter. It's like he knew he was going to do it. Look at all the cases he brought up to debunk everything Alex Spiro said in New York. And guess what? You can say, hey, Ticket, man, you capping. You do. Okay, wait till the judge comes out and writes her report and watch what she do. What? Who? That boy still ain't paid my money. I already kicked his ass in the last one. Trey Lance still owe me $1,000. He ain't even pay my bread. That nigga disappeared. Who want to put money up that Tony Buzbee win this one too? I'm waiting. I got an open goddamn bet. Open bet. Tell them niggas put their money where their mouth is, nigga. I got an open bet. We can get the money to a third party. Take all you niggas chips. Take all you niggas chips. And this time, we're going to get the money to a third party who's equal. That way, when the nigga win this next thing right here, just give my money. Like I said before, I try to tell these people, man, bro, y'all underestimate these dudes, man. Listen, man, my whole thoughts is this. I hope and pray Jay-Z didn't do it. I hope and pray he didn't do it. But I'm telling you one thing, man. Y'all think Tony Buzbee ain't playing? Man, let me tell y'all something, bro. Ain't no judge. Think about this. Ain't no lawyer. I want y'all to really think about this. You think a lawyer is going to risk everything. That's why y'all ain't never seen no lawyer coming out against this guy. They ain't coming out unless they know that, nigga, I got game. This is not no joke. This one right here, Tony Buzbee, this is the career one right here. This is the career one for him. I'm telling y'all this. I've seen it all over him. He wanted this one bad because this is the one he feels like puts him in legendary status. And that's why Tony Buzbee, he gonna be on his PC. Everything he did, and I told y'all from the beginning when y'all doubted that shit, he's hook, line, and sinker. He had to draw Jay-Z out. Why? Because he knew Jay-Z was extra cool. He knew Jay-Z was too cool for school. Jay-Z don't never respond. He always in chill mode. He always in chill mode. You've never seen Jay-Z out of pocket like that in the media. Ever. Jay-Z writing his own statements, talking about he got a cheap suit and all this other stuff. He already got you to play ball. He already got you to play ball. All he did was dangle out a little bit of bait. Remember, Jay-Z's lawyer came out already and told y'all in the writing that Tony Buzbee planned on filing multiple lawsuits and accusing Jay-Z of being with multiple youngins, not just one, male and female. Tony Buzbee only gave you one. Look at all the drama that's been off one. Off one. And then look at how he doing Diddy. He making that shit burn slow on Diddy. He have slowed down with dropping them lawsuits on Diddy right now because he focusing on Jay-Z. Think about that now. Think about that now. Right? See, I think Tony Buzbee take Jay-Z game a little more serious than Diddy. That's what I personally think. I think he looking at this as a lawyer, as this is his career case, and he get this case right here, he can hang this whole shit up. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this. He put it right there in the paperwork. Read the paperwork he put right there, y'all. That's why I always tell y'all, you have to study to show yourselves approved. The man says that they haven't even gone to discovery of his evidence yet. How can Jay-Z's lawyer say something? They haven't even gone to discovery of evidence. That lets you know he saying he has evidence. And remember, this is what everybody forgot. Everybody acting like Tony Buzbee just came out here and just started saying shit about people. Remember when he first came out? Remember what Tony Buzbee said when he first came out? What did he say to everybody, y'all? Tony Buzbee said, and I quote, he said there are other celebrities who we will not name now, because if you name those celebrities, you had better damn well have proof before you say their names. And he didn't say any of the other celebrities' names. He just quietly started settling cases with some of those celebrities. But Jay-Z didn't want to go for it. He wanted to fight. If Jay-Z is innocent, I salute him. If he's innocent, I salute him for standing up and fighting. If he's guilty, man, but these niggas said Tony Buzbee was a joke. Listen to what he said.
There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it...
You heard what he said? He didn't say speculation. He did not say speculation. He said, that's why I said, bro, you got to peep every word he said. He said, yo, we're going to follow this evidence. He didn't say speculation. He said, he didn't say, hey, man, I'm out here speculating this stuff I'm bringing forth against Diddy and them. He said, I'm going to follow the evidence. Peep what he said. Peep what he said.
Years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals.
He said after vetting. So they got 3,000 calls. Think about this now. This is why I tell y'all people don't be listening. He said, people be leaving out big words that this man said. He said, we got 3,000 calls. After vetting, we only kept 120. Think about that. 3,000 people call you after you vetted, because he got a whole team. He got like a whole team, like 100 lawyers working with him. 100. That's the thing people don't realize. I think people forgot. They think Tony Buzbee doing this by himself. No, Tony Buzbee has over like 90 lawyers working with him in different jurisdictions on this case. So he's not working on it on his own. They have, all these people have private investigators, independent investigators. That's what y'all don't understand. People acting like Tony Buzbee's out here doing all this by himself. How he vet all them people? But he didn't, Janet jackass. Listen to what the man say. Read the paperwork. Read the filings. You can see the other co-counsel that was in there. Period.
Who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
See? He been said that. Everybody was like, hey, man, why he ain't make it criminal? Bro, I'm like, what? Bro, the man already said, listen, this man said this 3 months ago. He said this 3 months ago. People don't listen. Oh, man, I wonder why they ain't make it criminal, man. Listen to what he said. Everybody said, oh, he ain't got no evidence. Hey, y'all out y'all mind? Y'all not listening to what this man said? Not only did he say he got evidence on a lot of them, he said that they're also been cooperating with the feds. Why y'all think that superseding indictment been taking so long? It's going to take a long time if it's a big-ass indictment. Listen.
To the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also...
Specifically to the FBI. But people don't be listening. I think our world is just so many people just doing so many crazy things. They're not listening, and they're not, I'm just telling you guys what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest with y'all what it is, man. I'm being very honest to y'all what's going on. I'm being very honest with y'all, man. Very honest with y'all, right? Listen to what he said, bro.
Also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as always...
See what he told you? He told you from day one. He said, we know what we're potentially up against. That's where they underestimated Tony Buzbee. Because in my opinion, when Tony Buzbee got all those names, he looked at who would be representing these people and who's representing them. And I truly believe that man did his homework before he went and did this thing. So he had to have a game plan and how he was going to attack these guys. He probably looked at their records in court, saw how these guys operate, saw how these lawyers get down, and said, look, this is how we're going to attack them. This is how I know they're going to respond. This is how they normally respond. He told y'all this from the start. People just didn't hear all this. Now, when I'm breaking it down to y'all like that, y'all like, damn, he did say all this, and I ain't even listen to all that. I was listening, but I didn't hear. It's just like you're in a class, but right here, you're in law school. Listen.
Is the case in situations like this when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You'd be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can.
Now, see? Oh, man, he ain't vetting them. They ain't vetting these people, man. What they doing? Man, he's already told y'all they vetting them. He told you from day one, y'all didn't listen. You gonna listen now. This is why I told y'all. I studied everything about. I had to know about Tony Buzbee when he took this shit on. I said, "Oh, you coming for him and Jay-Z too?" I said, "Oh hell no." I had to study this nigga. And when I saw how he rolled, especially in the courtroom, I said, "Nah, this dude ain't no small potatoes, bro. He ain't won all them cases for no reason. He did not win all these cases and win over $10 billion in litigation for no reason, bro."
I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive.
He said it again. They're vetting every call. People making it seem like, oh, he's just taking anybody off the street. No, he's not. He said they're vetting every call. They had 3,000 calls. He took 120. That's a low percentage out of that 3,000, to be honest with you.
We've had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration.
For each, they asked for corroboration, but people didn't tell y'all this. Tony Buzbee Ben said this. For each of the people that's calling in, we ask for corroboration. Listen to what else he said.
For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses.
Witnesses. Do you have witnesses? Remember? Now, let's go to this case right here. That's why I wanted to play that for y'all. Who's the other witness that was in the room? Allegedly, that hasn't been named. Tony Buzbee said for each one of those people that he's filing lawsuits with, he asked for witnesses. Nobody talks about that. Who is the unnamed celebrity that allegedly witnessed this situation that still has not been named? Right? To the person who says he made a mistake saying he believes all victims, no, he didn't. Because he had already said he was vetting every single call. Right? So when you say you believe victims, that means you're not saying I believe liars, because liars aren't victims, man. Victims are people who are telling the truth and have evidence and proof to back up their claims. Those are victims. Not liars and people who cannot corroborate their claims. He cannot consider them as victims because he can't prove it. Legal terms, sir. Learn.
We also have collected pictures, videos.
See, this is the thing. These niggas just say, oh man, Tony Buzbee ain't got no evidence. He's a shakedown lawyer talking shit. No, the man told y'all from day one. He wanted corroboration of witnesses, evidence. He said, we've also collected pictures, videos. These are all the things, y'all. But this is, people don't listen. And that's why I told y'all this. I studied every word that man said. And I knew there ain't no way in hell he coming in this one. Risk his entire legal career and reputation to come up in this junk and wet the bed. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. He'd be a damn fool.
We've had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues. We check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit.
See, Jay-Z's lawyer didn't say that when he was talking that shit about Tony Buzbee. And, oh, Tony Buzbee was out here doing his self-promote. No, he said that he was checking all of the evidence before he took the case. But they didn't tell y'all this. Tony Buzbee been said that 3 months ago. He been said that. I told y'all this. But y'all forgot that he said he collected all those things before he took the case. Let's keep going.
We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times, it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of hate behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American.
62% identify as black. But they trying to take a black man down. 62% of the alleged victims are black. But they're trying to tear a black man down. 62% against Diddy. What the co-conspirators put in these lawsuits? Alleged co-conspirators. And alleges against Diddy, who's innocent till proven guilty in the court of law, same as Jay-Z, same as the rest of them. 62% of the cases he took out of those 120 are black. Let's keep going.
30% are white. The remainder is...
Only 30% are white. 62% black, 30% white. Trying to tear a black man down though, right? Nigga, that shit don't work on me.
Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state.
Let me go ahead and check this clown right quick. Ticket TV, how about you seek out some white rock stars or actors for a change? It's giving hater. I'm going to tell you something. I frequently report on them, and you guys don't watch the videos. It's not my fault. All you have to do is go look on my YouTube channel, and you will see those videos up. But let me ether you real quick as I block your stupid ass. First of all, black folks mostly watch black folks content, right? So when you do content on other nationalities, black folks usually come to your channel to figure out what's going on in the black community with black folks. So that is a major reason why they don't watch the videos when you're talking about white folks or folks from other ethnicities. Because if you go to a white folks channel, right, who talks mainly about things like, let me give you an example, days of our lives or something like that. Man, people that's in my channel, in my genre, they're not watching that shit. They ain't watching that shit. I could do the video, and you'll see the video gets like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views. They're not going to watch those videos. I just did an hour-long video the other day. 10,000 views. That's it. It's not my fault. It's y'all's fault. You're not watching the video, sir. So it's funny. And let me say this too, right? I want to call out the hypocrisy, right? It's funny how everybody always talk about somebody else, but you have a YouTube account. You have a YouTube channel, sir. When you have a YouTube account and you have a YouTube channel, you can upload videos, go live, and talk about these things yourself. But your hypocritical ass will bring your funky behind around me and ask me. You understand what I'm saying? Which I do. Oh, why you ain't talking about this? Why you ain't talking about that? I have buffoons come on my channel all the time. Why you ain't talking about basketball no more? I do. I talk about it on my other channel. This ain't my only channel on YouTube. I talk about basketball strictly on my other channel. But when you have people that really don't have that type of knowledge around here, and you just come say stupidity, you make yourself look bad. See what I'm saying? See, white folks can talk about white folk stuff, like Liam Payne and all that other stuff. Y'all not, if I come in here today and do a video about the whole situation with Liam Payne or the Baldini stuff, man, y'all ain't finna watch that shit. Y'all don't care about that. Let's just be honest. Y'all care about black folk stuff. That's what y'all care about. Because most of y'all are black. Now, some of y'all are white, and y'all will still watch this. So stop capping, nigga, before I step on your face. And to the brother who said, well, I'm just going to block you. I ain't going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you, sir. You understand what I'm saying? But I will tell you this right now. I am, and everybody in this room should be in favor of upholding and protecting the community. Point blank, period. You understand what I'm saying? See, I'm going to tell you something. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing to me because everybody talk all this gang shit to black folks, and you saw what happened to Trayvon Martin, right? And ain't none of you hoes stand on business. So shut the hell up. Don't come over here talking to me. Don't come over here talking to me, right? You go to work every day and you say, yes, sir, no, ma'am. You want your coffee hot? I got your donuts this morning. But then you'll come on YouTube and open up your lips and talk shit to me. You got the wrong one, Playboy. Like I said before, You ain't never gonna see me with mixed company around me using the N-word, and I don't check that shit on point. Let's get that straight right now. But some people, they'll let that shit fly. Won't say a word. But then act like they all down for the community when it comes to something else. Man, get out of here, bro. Shit don't work on me, man. I'm cut from a different cloth, nigga. Period. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing I respect about that brother Kwame Brown. He came to YouTube and said some real shit. And that's why I took that nigga videos from Facebook and started putting them on YouTube. And what he said it's a gang out here. And they call that mofo the go along, get along, god daggone gang. Right? Where these niggas running groups. Right? There ain't too many more men running around here that's willing to stand on business. You understand what I'm saying? And not worried about whatever any hater gonna say. I don't care nothing about that. I care more about the upcoming youth and where this whole world is headed versus any piece of shit ass dude that ain't holding it down and handling business and standing on business. And that's facts, nigga. Because if we don't stand on business, y'all see what's going on now? It's fitting to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because we don't have no leadership out here. We ain't got no real men out here telling the young fellas, hey man, put that gun down. Put that knife down. Don't rob that person. Go work for it. But instead, you'll have a punk ass nigga that sent his son. A punk ass nigga that sent his son into that waffle spot, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, to kill that black man. To kill that black man. And send his son straight to hell. And niggas wasn't outraged about that shit. It should have been a goddamn outrage about that shit, nigga. That man would do that to his son like that. And send his son on a life straight to hell, wasted his entire life. Y'all niggas disgust me. And I don't give a fuck if I stand by myself on this shit, nigga. Because at least I know one thing. Nigga, when I look in the mirror at night, I'm not no punk, bitch-ass nigga that was sitting out here allowing the youth that hear my voice to be led to the damnation pits of goddamn hell. At least when they heard me stand on fucking business. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit hard to do, nigga. It's hard when all the homies in the car and they want you to fire up with them. For you to get out and walk away and say, nah, man, I can't do that, dog. I got bigger shit. I got, you know what I'm saying? And then they look at you like you ain't down, man. Not celebrate you for going and doing bigger things and, you know what I'm saying? Improving yourself. You know what I mean? People I grew up with that was talented, threw their life away doing dumb shit, bad decisions. I had this dude on my team when I was growing up. His brother was a point guard. He was nice. Anybody that was on my team, they're going to know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name out of respect for his family. He was on my team. He was a good dude from a good place. He was from out of town, though. He came in town. He wanted to be down with the homies, though. He kind of changed. You know what I'm saying? You know, he wanted to be down with that street shit. You know, and two things you should know: like, you can't play hoops and be in the streets. It's not gonna work. But you know, he started talking different and shit like that. You know, he's still cool with me and shit like that. He's like, hey, what's up, Tigger? I'm like, what's up, dog? What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? My boy. But I saw the transition in him. And I'm like, damn, this ain't the dude that I saw when he first came in here. I see the change. Like, he hanging out with the wrong crowd and shit like that. And long story short, we go home for the summer. And I get a call from one of our coaches. And he said, yo, so-and-so dead. I said, what? He was like, yeah, man, he dead, man. 21 years, no, not even 21 years old. Goddamn, like 19 years old. He dead. I said, what? He was like, man, he got shot in the back of the head and a robbery went wrong. I said, what? He was like, yeah, man. So apparently he robbed the dude because he kept telling me about this shit. Like, I was like, damn, like, about how he was holding, like, yeah, Ticket, they ain't finna F with me, dog. I was like, man, you crazy, bro. I used to tell him all the time, like, man, you crazy as hell, man. I said, man, stop playing, man. And the ladies, they love this nigga too. They nigga used to get all the ladies. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga used to have a nice whip, everything. You know what I'm saying? Nigga used to come pick me up. You're like, hey, Ticket, come on, man. I'm like, dog, you crazy, man. Yeah, I miss the homie to this day. And he was just like, I told him too. I was like, man, stop this shit, dog. I said, bro, you crazy, man. I said, bro, you know we gotta play ball, man. Come on, man. That shit broke my spirit, man. They say he got caught up in a robbery where he tried to rob a dude. He turned his back, and he didn't know dude had something on him. Dude pulled out his thing, boom, right in the back of the dome. Out of here, nigga. That shit broke my spirit. Broke my spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? I got so many other homies that'll tell you that they wish they didn't throw their life away. They was just made dumb decisions doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Talented NBA level niggas, you know, doing dumb shit, end up getting shot, they going to prison, losing a lot of their life and stuff like that, and their whole ability to go and take care of their family and be on a different level just passed them by because they want to hold up a fucking code and be cool with somebody else. That don't work on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect everybody's path. I respect your journey. I respect, but what I don't respect is that let's not influence the young ones to be on that bullshit. Let's get them, let's use our mistakes and the mistakes that we made to help the young ones make better decisions in life. Right? And for all y'all who doubt, I can show y'all pictures of all the years I worked with the youth, free camps, everything like that. Everybody in this channel who's been subscribed to my channel for years know I give free camps. I don't even charge. Hundreds of kids at the camp, pay for lunch, everything, every single day. And they'll tell you for years. And I learned that from the OGs who was in the league. I used to work their basketball camps. I used to be a staffer at their basketball camp. I used to help out the youth, man. And as you growing, I'm growing up, I'm watching them grow up. You're watching certain things happen. You're watching different paths they're taking. You're seeing different things going on in these kids' lives from year to year. Some of them don't make it. Some of them passed away or lost their life along the way. That changed me mentally. It messed me up because I was like, man, at a young age, how is these kids going out like this? And then you got to look at the influences they have on them and the influence in that society and all these things is putting on these young ones and stuff like that. Right? So when they say, hey, man, nigga, you want Jay-Z to... No, I hope and pray Jay-Z is innocent. He didn't do any of these things. But at the same time, I'm not going to demonize anybody who comes out and says something happened to me unless I know that they lying. In the same way, you haven't heard me demonizing Jay-Z. All I do is bring up the facts of what is being accused. I always will say they're innocent until proven guilty. I don't want to see that. But I'm not going to be a person that come on here and demonize, because you got to understand how that feel to be the underdog too. You got to understand both sides. And I don't think a lot of people in this world look at it like that. They don't care to understand both sides. When you don't have nothing and nobody believe in you, nobody care about you, nobody, you know what type of feeling that is for a lot of people? Go outside and go to your local hood and look at the dude sleeping up under the bridge, man. It was nice. I cried and I gave thanks to God for not putting my life in that situation. Because they ain't got nothing. Literally. And we be complaining about stupid stuff every single day. And we got people out here that don't have nothing. And you see it all the time. All the time. Right? So I was always in a place where I see a kid sagging his pants, or a youngster, I'm like, hey man, pull the pants up, man. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that I used to be a part of and do, cracking jokes, teasing people who was less fortunate, I changed that. Because I used to be a part of that, and that wasn't cool. And I hated that I did that when I was growing up in school, cracking jokes on people. And because what I thought about, I was like, I ain't never thought that, damn, they parents ain't got the money. They struggling to pay bills. They trying to get their kids through. So when you cracking and saying they got bobos and stuff, you really don't know the situation their parents going through. You could have been in that same situation. You never know what that mentally do to a person. Period. You never know how that mentally affect a person. So I had to start thinking about it from the other side, from the other perspective, not just from one side. So it's not like, hey, yo, we gonna bang on these celebrities, this, that, and the third. No, because it's a lot of celebrities that I like. It's a lot of them that I don't like. If you listen to my videos and you know anything about me, listen, I actually like Jay-Z as an artist. You can go listen to my videos on I listen to Jay-Z. You can go listen to my video on YouTube about Jay-Z before this situation happened. When everybody was calling Jay-Z a sellout, these dudes was making videos for years saying Jay-Z was a scam artist, all of these things. They said all of these disgraceful things about Jay-Z. Even up until a month ago when they was talking trash about Jay-Z over the Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar thing. The videos was up on YouTube before some of these people took them down. Go look at my video and what I was saying. I was defending Jay-Z. These are facts. Didn't nobody care about Jay-Z's rep when they was calling him a sellout over the whole NFL situation? When they was sitting out here talking down on Jay-Z, blasting him, said he turned his back on Jermaine Dupri, told Jermaine Dupri allegedly you don't do the NFL deal, and then he went and did it. Go back and look at all the things people was alleging. So it's not about that, bro. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. One day it's going to turn around and it's going to be, I'm telling y'all this shit, bro. I'm telling y'all, ladies, y'all know I ain't lying. Fellas, y'all know it's ladies in here right now that's listening to this video. I'm telling y'all, y'all got a big brother and y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know that nigga crazy. Y'all know he crazy. And the truth is that if you told your brother or your daddy what that young man did to you, whether he put his hands on you or whatever, you already know they going to prison for the rest of their life. You know this. So a lot of don't even say nothing. A A lot of dudes is out here getting abused right now, getting the hell beat out of them by that girl. They don't say nothing because they're ashamed. They're ashamed to tell the world their girlfriend out here beating their ass and mentally just, crushing them, pushing these niggas to the point. These are facts. So I know this for a fact. That women can hide things and not say stuff. Your daughter can hide something from you. Your daughter boyfriend may be beating the hell out of her. And she didn't go tell daddy because she know daddy got a few screws missing. But then niggas will come on YouTube and say, well, why y'all ain't saying that for all these years? Nigga, the same reason why maybe your daughter haven't told you about some shit that went. And if you think your daughter has told you about everything, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's some shit they'll take to the grave. Ladies, if I'm lying, you can tell me. That's why I always tell y'all, I'm with this on both sides. Go listen to my whole videos from back in the days to now. It's not just one side of the argument. You always lean in one way. I lean on the side of whatever's true and whatever's right, depending on the situation. But I just couldn't believe when niggas was saying that Tony Buzbee's just shake down. He ain't this, he ain't that. Are these niggas not reading? Are they not studying? Are they not watching the tapes? So again, man, and trust me, I love my brothers and my sisters. I'm willing to lay it down straight up, bro. And that's facts. You understand? But at the end of the day, I don't want no young cat making the same mistakes that I made. You understand what I'm saying? That's facts. Being disobedient to my father. Right? Straight up. Being disobedient to my father. He asked me to do something, I do what I want to do. Luckily for me, I had a father that was gonna whoop my ass. Period. I was getting a spanking. There's not even that's not no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Doesn't care what nobody think. Straight up. You're not finna, no disrespect is being allowed. You understand? And I had a mother that when I got a little too big to where she couldn't control me, she said, okay, I got you. I'm gonna tell your daddy. When your daddy get home, he gonna deal with you. That's exactly what happened. You understand? And that helped me a long life. And that's what we need now for the youngins coming up. They don't need. Look, listen. When I seen that video of that young brother that was with that rapper, the way he act, sagging his pants, cussing people out. This dude is like what, 10, 11 years old? I can't think of the boy's name. He running around here sagging his pants, cussing dudes out, flicking people off, talking about some, you ain't give me $5,000 allowance a month. Blah, blah. I'm like, what? And y'all wonder why. In some of these places, y'all know I ain't lying. In some of these hoods, some of these places, man, these kids is catching bodies at 10, 11 years old, bro. Think I'm lying? Go to New Orleans. Go to Chicago. These kids at 11, 12 years old is out here catching bodies. No leadership. No leadership. And that's why we got to snatch their asses up while they're young. And say, nah, man, this ain't what we doing, bro. We ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. I'm telling you, bro. Them stick-up kids is younger and younger, man. Straight up, bro. In New York, they got them stick-up kids. Them stick-up kids be like 12, 13, 14 years old. Stick-up kids, man. Think about this. And when you see this type of stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? It's harder and harder as they get a little bit older. Get a grip on them, man. Because they getting started when they're younger. Right? So what is the kid gonna do if he see his daddy getting high in front of him? What you think he gonna do? So again, man, that's what I'm on. You know? But the same outrage that we have when them cops took that brother's life the other day, which was absolutely disgraceful. Why we ain't got that same energy? I just want to ask everybody, why we ain't got that same energy when old boy sent his son in there to kill that rapper and give his life straight to the devil? When old boy sent his son to kill PNB Rock, why we ain't had that same outrage towards that nigga daddy? He sent his son on a dummy mission. I didn't see no public outrage because of that. So when we all say, hey, we don't need to be talking about nobody else till we check ourselves. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what we're doing now. We checking ourselves. That man sent his son with a one-way ticket straight to hell, man. One-way ticket. Think about it. So, you know, but we only get outraged if the cops do something to us. We don't get outraged, which we equally should be outraged when that man sent his son to commit murder. Thou shalt not kill, nigga. Thou shalt not kill. Where was the outrage? It's not cool for niggas to be outraged about that shit. A grown man sent his young son to commit murder, cold-blooded murder. And we ain't outraged about that. Think about that. That shit hurt me right there. Because that young fella, he ain't got a chance at life. He gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. He gonna die in prison. He never gonna have a chance at life. He not gonna be able to get married. He not gonna be able to have a family. He not gonna be able to see happiness. He never gonna see outside them walls ever again. Think about that. Instead of his father taking the gun from him and saying, man, go get a job, brother. Go cut some. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Before I was old enough to get a job, my father told me what I need to do. Man, you want to get some money? Go out here, take the lawnmower, and go cut all these other people's grasses. We used to literally go around and cut other people's grasses in the neighborhood. $20 a pop. I'd never forget it. 10 for the front, 10 for the back. $20 a pop. Nigga, I always have money in my pocket. I go cut like 4-5 yards on Saturday, nigga. Then go right to the court, basketball courts. I had to go rob or steal nobody from, because you know why? My pops gonna tell me what I need to do. It was no excuses. Now, you know, we make mistakes and we slip up. We go do our own things. But this is the type of leadership that we need. The mistakes that we made, we should not want anybody else to make them same mistakes. I'm telling y'all that. My father, he probably listening to this right now. He used to give me hell about just anything. If I didn't got daggone, if I took the trash out, put it in the trash can outside, and didn't push the trash in the trash can, I was gonna hear about it all day long. Hey son, did you take out the trash? Yeah, I took out the trash. Did you push it down in the trash can? Oh man, I had to get back up, go outside. Knowing this trash is going all out the trash can. Now I got to go push the trash all the way down in the trash can. I'm outside, don't climb up on top of the trash can, stepping on the trash trying to get in it. Y'all know how this shit is. Yo, son, did you rake the leaves? Yeah, I raked it. Only rake the front yard. Thinking this, pretending like he ain't gonna go see the backyard. Come inside, I'm playing the game. Hey, yeah, did you rake the back? Damn. Halfway through the game, we having fun. Pause. Gotta go rake the back. See, if you would have did the whole time the first way, the right way, I ain't had to tell you again. These are the different things. Some people didn't have this type of teaching and these type of lessons growing up. So they mentally is not understanding the things and how I'm coming on. Some people don't believe in these type of different tactics. I can sit here and tell you this all day. Son, don't disrespect your mother. Don't disrespect your mother. I remember one night I told this nigga I'm gonna leave. I told him I got so mad at my father. I said, man, nigga, I hate you, nigga. I'm leaving. You know what that nigga told me? I thought he was, Dad, I love you. He said, leave. He told me leave. Nigga, I thought I was bad. Nigga, it was ice cold outside too. I went outside. I ain't had nowhere to go, nigga. No money, nowhere to go. Nigga, I went laid down on the back deck for about 30 minutes. It was so cold outside. I came back knocking on the door. Man, let me in the house, man. You locked the door, man. Shit was real like that. It was real like that. He know I ain't lying. It was real like that. But I had to go through that to learn. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through that. Those lessons you had to go through to learn. And so I had a lot of these type of cats that was around me. You know what I'm saying? Discipline type of shit. You know what I mean? Just other things that's, you know what I'm saying? That just make you into just a better, it helps you become a better man and think better when you get older. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, once I seen how much the youngsters appreciated us giving back in the camps, doing all these things, working with them, and they looked up to us, that made me want to, am always in my life, help make sure that the young guys ain't coming up doing the wrong things. So when they look up to us, I'll see guys fighting at the school, you know what I'm saying? We may be playing pickup. They come in, they may play after us or whatever like that. And I might see a fight break out, something. I go break it up. I ain't gonna sit there and let them. Some cats will just let them fight. I snatch both of them up by the back of their neck. I'm bigger than both of y'all. You know, make them dap it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes I let you get a fair one. Y'all want to get a fair one? Hey, go get the gloves. I get the gloves. We ain't gonna let it go too far. We let y'all get a fair one. If y'all really got to get it off y'all chest. You know, but then after this, y'all gonna dap it up, squash it, it's over with. Period. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all this, right? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all this. These are the different things that y'all that are lined out that we have to see. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, because these youngins ain't gonna face different type of adversities, man. And if there ain't a message in all the things that we're saying or doing, bro, they ain't. I'm telling you right now, bro. Y'all want to see where this world gonna go? Y'all really want to see? Y'all really want to see? I want y'all to think about this shit. Nigga, they had Cardi B up there talking about presidential elections. Let me repeat myself again so people can understand. Nigga, they had Cardi B, WAP, talking about a goddamn presidential election, man. I seen the shit, bro. I seen it. Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage at a presidential election. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Are you serious? Are you serious? Now, if we don't get some control over this shit, think about what's going to happen in 20, 25 years when all y'all is old as hell and you watching these young cats come up and they're taking control over the country. Now they have to be in leadership positions and stuff. You trust their minds? Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you know what I'm saying? Yes, son. You know, you can't vote for that man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. That's the type of foolishness. I really, when I saw that on YouTube, because I saw a highlight of that, I was like, huh? I was just looking at the screen funny. Like, what? Like, dog, this shit crazy, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all this. This is where it's going. These are the people that y'all daughters and them are looking up to. I'm telling y'all something. A woman would go on social media and say she wished she seen her baby daddy unalive. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? There ain't no outrage. There's no outrage about that. I did videos about that shit. There's no outrage. The girl Erica Mena calling girls monkeys, punched the boy in the face on videotape. Where's the outrage? Where the outrage at? I did videos on that. I know, but y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that. Girl go out here climbing damn near 10-foot walls. Right? Where the outrage? You know what I'm saying? But if you talk about this case right here, it's outrage. Nah. Ain't gonna work with me. Like I said, I'm cut from a different cloth, man. You know what I mean? Cut from a different cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate everybody tapped in, man. But back to what I said before I go. I don't believe what Solange did was right. If that's what she did, if what Solange, if what the report is saying is true, in the Daily Mail, and the Solange is warning Beyonce allegedly and stuff like that, I don't agree with that. I don't feel like that no family member should get in between somebody's relationship, bro. I think that is the most toxic situation you can ever have. Because what it's going to do is going to cause real resentment. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very honest with y'all. Because if Jay-Z is telling the truth, and these allegations are true of what they're saying about Solange, that she's been pushing Beyonce away from this dude, now that's going to put a wedge in between them two. If that's true. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what the report is saying, but y'all know what's up. I'm just saying. That's why I don't never get down with family members getting in between another family member's relationship. I'm like, hey, man, that's your relationship. You handle your business. You do what you going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling y'all what it is, right? Now, it's different if you see somebody just beating up on your sibling or something like that, and you come in and you step to that. That's different. But, bro, I stay out of grown folk business like that. Like, you my family. You dating somebody, man, I ain't involved in that. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me my opinion, I may give you my opinion on what I think. If you don't ask me for my opinion, I ain't finna give it. I ain't finna, because I damn sure don't want you giving me your opinion on my shit. Unless I ask you. Now that's facts. And like I said before, I still waiting on the outrage towards Solange for how she hit that man in the elevator. I haven't seen the outrage from that. And I talked about that for years. Now, let me go on my other channel and cook on this basketball stuff. Because I was watching the Nets game and I was right about that too. I told them boys D-Lo was going to cook once he got away from the Lakers. They ain't want to listen to me though. They ain't going to listen tonight. So I'm going over to my other channel to cook right now, man. Salute everybody. Y'all stay blessed. And hopefully Jay-Z is innocent. And hopefully, you know, Diddy is innocent. But, you know, Diddy, like I said before, man, that nigga's on tape beating that girl, man. I ain't never going to get that shit out of my mind, bro, because you know why? I'm never going to normalize no shit like that in my life. You feel me? Either way, from man to woman, woman to man. That shit ain't going to be normal to me. That shit abnormal to me. Real talk. You know? And I'm not talking down on somebody or anybody who may have, you know, been in them type of situations, but still, we should all know that that's not the way to move, man. It's not. Because that shit is only going to put us in a couple places. And the places ain't going to be good. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Salute to all the brothers and sisters in here. Y'all know I love y'all. You know, I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? And if you hate me, hey, it is what it is. I love you anyways. You feel me? Ain't enough time to be hating. It's not enough time to be out here hating. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all definitely let me know what y'all feel on this. Salute to everybody in the building. Love, honor, and respect. If y'all haven't subscribed, subscribe. Salute to everybody supported the channel. And I appreciate all of you guys that's tapped in. Shout out to Cynthia with the Cash App donation. I appreciate you, Cynthia. 1956. Salute to you. I appreciate you for that. And salute to everybody else in the building, man. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym. work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.